However, Griffin have built themselves a very different comp this time around. This is much more standard. This will have the ability to play things out in the late game, has some good bridges in the early to mid game as well, with Lissandra being able to hold onto her lane pretty effectively and the Olaf being able to jungle relatively fast. So
I must admit I was squinting to
see whether or not it's going to be Khan getting that attention as well. I mean, in theory, both of these junglers can get things done pretty early on. And top lane does look very, very volatile, always between these two players, which is why it's so cool. They have such a good relationship. We're going to get into it, though. Here we are, game number 2, Griffin versus SKT.
Don't you judge me for my mistakes. Take enough my chance I can take.
Still,
the scaling team composition, it feels like a lot of the eggs are going to be in the Viper basket late game, but they're going to have a lot of difficulty stabilizing, I feel, in the early into mid transition against the Lucian.
Well,
and
SKT
the
actually aggressively moving into the jungle. That's going to be a double taunt landing. There from Mata. Tarzan very, very low. Will go down for first one. It goes over to Khan. Mata uses his whole health bar, and it's absolutely fine. 2 kills for SKT.
SKT bring 5, and they get the double kill.
As well, getting back to the lane, having the lane prio. We take another look at the replay. Griffin don't know that they're outnumbered. And so the Galio taunt, so powerful early on. Close call there onto Mata, but not quite. And I really like Chovy's discipline. He doesn't flash.
And I really like the surround by SKT. Notice the Akali, seeing the Brahmin Olaf, and the early invade, as we get the Nisu's already in jumps from Indoor Stadium. The Akali doesn't go top lane. She actually stays around, and Griffin needs to get going in the early mid-game, and might have some scaling issues. Azir, a scaling god in and of himself. Azir's now got a lane against a no-flash Lissandra, as we know. And speaking of Lissandra,
yeah, Faker's going to come on over. He's only level 4, but he's still got enough damage. Clid's going to help out. And Griffin lose 3 in the first 4 minutes.
And that scaling is going to be so hard, LS, because now, the flash is down on Chovy. He's playing this lane like he has flash. This is not respecting the level 1 that happened, and it's SKT doing what every jungler does in solo queue. Oh, we got a flash, return to the lane. They return to the lane, and Clid, definitely Chovy at one point said, I'm gonna die.
It's a team fight against SK Telecom. And when 3 of your champions want to go into SKT, the Ezreal is going to be all by himself.
Well, that's a single-man taunt, but he gets stunned up. Mata has to flash to get out of the way. Justice Punch to go back in. Mata knows that he is finished, and Viper picks up the first kill for Griffin.
It was so important that Tarzan pared bot side to potentially stop the same damn dive that Griffin did in game. Give me back for Griffin.
And we take a look at the replay here. Clid manages to get the Gromp, doesn't know about Tarzan, and everything just gets turned on its head. In just a few seconds, Predator came in, Mata knew that he was dead, just tried to run off onto the...
Does it become a Crown Drake then? What are we doing here? Is there a name for if it's good? What if the team is the perfect team for a Cloud Drake? I don't know. You're the one with the names, LS, come on.
Well, Shelly Rivers, speaking of names, is going to be started up here by SKT. Tarzan taking some damage as he's trying to get them off it, but it looks like SKT should be able to have a monopoly of this area. Chovy moving on over, wants to take down Faker. It's stolen somehow. It's Teddy. He's trying to find the teleport. Gets it! Just before Viper makes his way into the fight, but can Griffin still manage to get the work done? The answer is just a straight up no. The ultimate comes through from Chovy to get one on the back end, but you can see Faker still trying to do damage. Mata is in here with 200 health. He does have a lot of damage available there at this particular level, but Faker should be able to finish this one off. One more auto. Can he get on top of Chovy? Gets it with the final Q.
Big win in the end for SKT. They get more of the kills. Not ideal to lose the Rift Herald, and Tarzan gets to pick it up. But after that, with Viper just offering himself in tribute, cold, no cuddling this time. This is a cuddle of death. Viper thinks he's free to go for a team fight advantage because he can teleport into a team fight, the enemy's not in. Viper sees and knows that Teddy can't cancel it, but it's too long, Viper, what are you doing?
Yeah. And
I
also,
think
he was just trying to get out.
Yeah.
Not actually trying to teleport into a fight. Just so happened there was a fight happening at this point in time. We're seeing this one right now, Sword with a point-blank ultimate to try and get Griffin ahead.
The thing about this is that if Tarzan doesn't get the steal, this is so disastrous for SK Telecom. Teddy is going to get such an experience lead and a gold advantage down into bottom. Then they would have the Herald to boot, and Griffin would be picked off like stranglers after such a heavy commitment.
And fans of 5-game series, Azir's first roaming on Alessandra already tells you everything you need to know about how mid lane has gone. Chovy tries the ult.
He's going to get in there. He's going to get locked down, but the heroic entrance comes in. The bouncy castle is erected, and Faker locks down the kill on his opposite number. Make that a double as the Olaf falls, and the Cloud Drake will be taken.
And Griffin with a really bizarre trade.
For the Hecarim in a skill matchup.
And more respite now for the Akali, who I think is building some odd items, but let's have a look at this fight once again.
I mean, it was just knock-up city right there for the Lissandra at the end. But I have to wonder what Chovy's actually thinking with the proximity. The mid-game transition has commenced. They're going to go for this roam one more time, but the minion wave just evaporates.
This is about as all in as he can get as Chovy gets over to the side. The flash does come in from Khan, stays out of vision, but it doesn't matter when it's Alessandro. Heroic entrance comes forward, Khan still alive, but solo Gunblade comes in, and he's in turret range. Khan, the god!
Khan's able to clean it up. Mana in position as well. It's all too obvious. They're getting an all-you-can-eat buffet on Griffin. Every single objective
to pick up the kill. Look at that. Beautiful max range play. The ultimate came in, but it didn't matter as Khan already got the flash away. He got into proximity for the grand entrance. Chovy missing his skill shot as well.
That was some fancy footwork from Khan, so I don't know whether you necessarily call it missing or just juking.
And some fan kite back to a benefit, as Sword is pretty overextended, but can ult away.
Yeah, Onslaught of Shadows is going to help him here. Klid still chasing after the horse. The teleport comes in. No CC necessary because the best CC is death.
I'm gonna hope that he thought he was igniting someone, but these teleports, take less of them. Razor says that Teddy heard what you said about the cuddling, took exception, and is now just trying to kill everyone. Where they stand. Griffin, though, they're trying to outnumber on Faker.
Yeah, should be able to get a knock up here. Okay. Jumps through the wall with the Onslaught of Shadows, but heroic entrance comes down. They don't have enough damage. It's Faker. He's even still alive. Stands among three. Straight up doesn't care. Shifting sands. Gets him the shield. He even takes down the horse himself. SKT, they grab a couple of kills, and it just looks like Griffin are too far behind.
And Faker said
this is too respectful, if not for another point, but I'll get to it after the replay. Faker, of course, does his best Phoenix impression here. He sees enemies and he says, I'm going to have a Shurima turret, a Gargoyle, and a Dream. And his dream, you know what? His dream was fulfilled. By the end, the team is able to collapse through here. The rest of this play is whatever, so I don't think Griffin can fight for two objectives, and I think you get whichever one you really want. So go for bonus. Here we go.
There's the flash. Big taunt coming out from Mata to start this one off. Lahans throws the ultimate back towards Teddy, but it doesn't interrupt the culling. It's not the cuddling anymore. Chovy trying to stand the back line, but he just does no damage. Sword is too late to the fight, and as he jumps in, he just gets taunted. Faker sweeps the floor, and Griffin members die. The Ragnarok's not going to be enough. Viper can't run fast enough. And Griffin, I think you're done this time around. Khan's found Tarzan, and he's just playing with his food.
Cleans him up. That's another kill to SKT. Another wipe. They're pushing through mid lane. They want to go home early.
Yeah, exactly. We've got 4 minions here. SKT, they can tank up turrets if they want to. Maybe not Mata, as Viper still does some damage. But look at these turrets melt. The Nexus will follow, and SK Telecom will move to match point in the final of LCK Spring 2019.
And SK Telecom with an extremely decisive victory, saying that they want to take it all the way as they just charge right down the Nexus. Viper not able to do anything, and Tarzan, he was just getting danced on by Khan up, and as Atlas just said, they pay the best standard League of Legends. No smoke and mirrors necessary for this team.
In Korea, KT Rolster 2017 was the super team, and that was very quickly an ironic title, one used to jeer about KT and poke fun at them. This SKT lineup was dubbed the Dream Team, and when they lost games in Kesper Cup, people used that against them. They lost a dumb one in 2 out of 3 series, and yet, here we are, and suddenly the Dream Team has finally ascended, or at least is 1 step away, 3 match points away from ascending. Griffin have been able to reverse sweep before, but on this night, with how game 1 and 2 has gone, if you're a betting man and bet on it, be ready to lose the money.
Yep, and now side selection will go over to Griffin, so theoretically they should have a little bit more of an opportunity to get themselves back into this one, but SKT so far have won on both sides of the rift. What's the answer?
One of the things I was worried about is what is Griffin's mental fortitude down 0-2? Maybe they're going to pull out Sonic, Papa.
Well, maybe that's the last answer, but guys, we do have a short break. Griffin are going to have to pull something out of a hat. So many Magic references so far here today, but we know, all of us, won 5 games. If we can get to it, we'll do our very best, but you guys have to believe in Griffin to try and pull this one back. Send them your energy. Oh, it's going to be rough. We'll see whether they can do it after the break.